Only 4 signs of the zodiac have 9 lives. They are fearless. There are only 4 signs of the zodiac who seem to be reborn after every storm of life. They fall, get back up, move forward, and do it 9 times while others break only once. These people don't know fear in the usual sense of the word. Their energy regenerates faster than others. Their will is strengthened after every blow of fate. They embody inner strength, magical vitality, and strength of character. Today, you will discover who these signs are. Not a myth, not an image, but real representatives of the zodiac endowed with the symbol of 9 lives. That which nothing can stop, break, or frighten. We will decipher their inner code, reveal the source of their invincibility, and explain why they are able to overcome trials where others give up. If you wish to understand your true strength or discover if such a phenomenon exists near you, be sure to watch until the end. Subscribe to the channel if you're not interested in superficial predictions, but in in-depth esoteric knowledge proven on thousands of destinies. And feel free to leave a comment about which sign you think should absolutely be among these 4. We're starting to reveal the most immortal signs of the zodiac. The first sign is Gemini. Geminis possess a reserve of strength that surpasses all acceptable limits. They truly have 9 lives, and each one is like a new stage where they rise again even after the deepest fall. Their inner flexibility is unparalleled. Where others give up halfway, Geminis are already formulating new plans. Their thinking doesn't get bogged down in problems. It shifts instantly, seeking escape routes, opportunities, and alternatives. Their adaptability makes them practically invulnerable. Whenever a situation pushes them to their limits, they don't just survive. They reinvent themselves. They don't cling to the old, don't dwell on losses, and don't delude themselves. Geminis can radically change their environment, lifestyle, profession, and even identity. And they shed their old skin with such ease. This is the strength of their 9 lives. They know how to make a fresh start without fear, without regret, with a clear mind and a renewed drive. Their fearlessness doesn't lie in the absence of fear itself, but in their ability to manage it. Geminis know how to transform danger into motivation. They don't shy away from risks but take them with composure. Even if they lose something important, they don't give up because they are sure that what is lost will be replaced by something even better. And this is often the case. Their mental agility helps them cope with all changes, even the most devastating. They don't need an ideal environment, but rather space to evolve. Geminis don't just have 9 lives, but 9 achievements. Each one is rich with new qualities, new tasks, and a certain freedom. They know how to shed an image that no longer serves them as soon as they feel it's hindering their growth. And they do so without regret, even if those around them call them unstable. Their stability is in constant flux, and every time they find themselves on the brink of collapse, a new energy emerges. They regenerate quickly and efficiently without any fuss. Their strength lies in their intellectual agility and inner freedom. No one recovers from an emotional collapse as quickly as a Gemini. No one takes life's turning point with such calm. They seem programmed to survive and thrive in any circumstance. Nothing stops them. They cannot be afraid because they know there is always a new stage to come. And if something collapses, it's just a sign of rebirth, and with each new attempt, they become even faster, sharper, and smarter. That's why Gemini is one of those signs that truly has 9 lives. The second sign is Pisces. Pisces is the only sign whose power of rebirth isn't tied to logic or physical endurance. Their 9 lives are based on the ability to dissolve into pain, experience it fully, and emerge with a new inner depth. It's not about outward fearlessness, it's about an inner resilience that remains unseen until the crisis. But as soon as everything falls apart, Pisces enters silently, survives the storm from within, and emerges changed. Purer, stronger, immune to what has been broken. Whenever the city faces a challenge, it doesn't run away. They delve into the very essence of what is happening and experience everything with the utmost depth. And this is how their rebirth occurs. They are not afraid of pain, they are not afraid of loneliness, they are not afraid of being misunderstood. Their 9 lives are 9 spiritual transformations, after each one, after which they draw closer to their true selves. They do not lose themselves. They discover new facets of their nature. Their fearlessness manifests as emotional vulnerability. They are not afraid to feel. Where others protect themselves with masks, Pisces allow themselves to experience their emotions with honesty and candor. This requires true inner strength, and it is this strength that gives them the ability to rise again. Their sensitivity is not a weakness but a mechanism of profound purification. They know how to let go of everything that does not belong to them, and when they lose, they do not cling on because they sense that the present will return and that the superfluous will disappear on its own. Their 9 lives are manifested in their ability to find light again and again, even in the deepest darkness. Even after betrayal, pain, or loss, they find within themselves a spark that never dies. And this spark is capable of kindling a fire even after the longest periods of despair. Their rebirths are silent. They don't boast about having survived. They simply return and become even stronger than before. Pisces don't give up, even if they say otherwise. Even if they weep, a new life is already beginning to take shape within them. Even if they refuse to fight, a new purpose is already growing within them. Their 9 lives are cycles of inner purification, transformation, resetting, and restoration. They know how to die spiritually and return renewed, wise, and ever benevolent. And that is why they are courageous, because they have faced their own trials and have not lost their way. And because they know that no matter the pain, it will all start again on another level. The 3rd sign is Libra. The calmness of a Libra is not a sign of weakness, but one of the most powerful defense mechanisms available to a person with 9 lives. They don't rush into battle screaming, but know how to survive where others collapse. Their destiny is one where many would lose their balance, but it sharpens their intuition and they emerge victorious. Libras don't play at being brave. They are born strategists. Their fearlessness is based not on impulse but on composure. Even when everything falls apart, a Libra stays afloat as if they know 8 more attempts await them. Surviving loss, betrayal, financial ruin, and broken relationships is not a metaphor, but real chapters in the life of this sign. And each time, he doesn't just come back, he becomes stronger. His energy structure is designed so that even if everything collapses, he recovers with new resources, new knowledge, and new connections. It's as if he has a special pact with life. Even in the event of a fall, there is a chance. Even in the event of defeat, there is the path to ascension. He doesn't rush into adventure, but he doesn't run from challenges either. And if the stakes are high, Libra goes all the way, knowing the risk is justified. He senses where he can avoid a fight and where he must retaliate. His internal navigation system is infallible, and even if the situation seems hopeless, it is the representative of this sign who suddenly turns the tide, letting the enemy go and leaving him behind. Libra seems to have accepted with fate that in the most difficult moment, he will have another chance, and he makes the most of it. Even when its adversaries are convinced that everything has vanished, disappeared, been lost, Libra suddenly reappears in a different role, a different status, with new connections. This sign has the gift of rebirth. It knows how to change, adapt, and renew itself. It's impossible to ignore it. It will find a weakness, overcome a barrier, and turn everything to its advantage. This makes it dangerous and unpredictable for those accustomed to working according to a model. Libra is unpredictable. Its destiny is non-linear. Its path is composed of 8 falls and a 9th ascent. The 4th sign is Virgo. When a representative of this sign seems lost, that's when their journey to the next summit begins. They don't survive by luck but through discipline, calculation, and superhuman endurance. Their arsenal doesn't include spells and intuition, but precise analysis, structural thinking, and the ability to wait for the right moment. These 9 lives are 9 stages of growth, at each of which they become less vulnerable, more withdrawn, and more dangerous. This sign knows that no one will ensure it. That's why it's its own survival system. It calculates risks, protects itself, avoids impulsiveness. But when fate strikes, it doesn't break. It disappears for a time to be reborn in another form, colder, more selective, more precise, and this new version won't allow it to repeat the mistakes of the past. Its strength lies in control. It survives catastrophes without unnecessary noise, without complaint, without drama. It gets back up, regains its composure, and acts. The fearlessness of a representative of this sign doesn't reside in grand pronouncements, but in an icy confidence in its own algorithms. It won't throw itself under a train, but it won't back down if necessary. It doesn't like to take unnecessary risks, but if it feels that the situation demands determination, it will make the difficult decisions and take responsibility for them. These 9 lives are 9 reincarnations of consciousness. With each new turn, it becomes impenetrable. This sign possesses an astonishing ability to transform even weakness into strength. If it falls ill, it will study physiology and recover. If it is alone, it will rebuild its life from scratch. If it has lost money, it will devise a recovery strategy and will never succumb to madness or panic. Its resilience is almost unreal. It lives as if it knows in advance that there will be 8 more reincarnations. That is why it is not afraid of the end, because for it, the end is only a pause before a new beginning. This requires no admiration. It does not boast of its exploits. But if those around it knew how much destruction it has endured, they would understand that they are not dealing with a person, but with a system. A system capable of surviving in any reality. And while others fear risk, the representative of this sign simply acts.